I'm Cat Stevens. So as you know, Cat Stevens is my art name. It has come from Cat Stevens. Now he's working as Yosef Islam or Cat and Yosef now. I had been born and raised in Tokyo, but I live in Aichi, the center of Japan. For a long time, I had been hiding my history with Cat Stevens.
So you say hiding your history, what do you mean? Why? What?
Yes, of course I tried to explain many times before, but the result was so terrible. If I'm going to explain my story, the grand and people's attitude had changed. So they were going to treat me as a lunatic and also.
Like a super fan? Did people think that? So if they hear you're saying if they hear your story, they think that you are being crazy? Is that what you mean?
スーパーファン、スーパーファン、スーパーファン、クレイジーファン。
Okay, well, we haven't heard the story, so, why are you choosing now to explain your story?
So now I'm not so young, and also I'd like to. But now, many people around me had already passed away. I want to share my true history. So I decided to confess my story with Cat Stevens now.
Okay, was it a scandalous story?
I'm sorry to say, as some of you might expect to know, it's not so scandalous story. We have no physical relationship.
Okay, so it means you never touched.
No.
Okay. But so, let me ask you one question. Have you ever talked to Cat Stevens?
Yes.
Where, when? How?
I had talked with him at the London Central Mosque with his wife.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Well, so then you're talking spiritually. You have connected with Cat Stevens?
Yes.
Okay. How long has this spiritual connection been taking place?
Well, it may be hard to, yeah.
You'll feel better when it's out.
Pressure comes out. なんかすごいちょっと汗だくになってくる。
You're sweating. I think it's important because you're telling a very important part of your life.
Yes.
So, it's okay. I think maybe people want to hear you now, this situation. So your connection with Cat Stevens is a spiritual one.
Yes.
Yeah. Many times we have a spiritual connection with like musicians or artists, something we feel close to. But your story is a little bit different though. So your connection with Cat Stevens is spiritual.
Yes, I think so.
So, like, how much of an impact did Cat Stevens have on your life? A lot? A little?
It's very hard to say. So I wrote a memo. So can I read?
Sure, okay. Please.
Yes.
Where shall we begin?
I met him when I was 19 and a half. I sent him tapes and to ask about marriage when I was 25. I visited him in London Central Mosque to tell his true mission when I was 35. I sent him many faxes letters to tell him how he should do in the future. It was when I was 45. Cat and I are 5 years apart, so every important years of Cat Stevens, I became spiritual and got the message I have to tell him. Of course, I denied at first, but I had no other way to accept. It was always very crazy order, far from my usual life and way of thinking. But every time I have to determine to fulfill my mission, risking my life. I had no room to think about the rumor, just had to risk all my important things. I met him when Cat was 24. I contacted him when he became 30. It was about marriage. I visited him and told him about his real mission when he became 40. I sent him many messages when he became 50. Now, he seems very fine. He's going to fulfill his mission. As a real man, he's very successful, both family part and business part. Now, I have nothing to say about him. Maybe my life will end in this not meeting him physically. Okay? I feel one of my missions to him was fulfilled, so I have nothing to expect from him. But my side story still remains. So from now on, I'd like to tell you what happened between Cat and me. Though it has been spiritual, it really existed so seriously and hardly. From now, I will read my poem called Time Will Tell. Time will tell what is true, what is false. It is hard to distinguish it at the moment. Same word they speak, same attitude they take. Same word, I love you, can be used on many occasions. From the love you bought for $1 to the heavenly pure love, hard to distinguish by the word now. But time will tell. Time will distinguish false love to true love. Deceit will fade someday, even if it is shining now. Truth remains eternally, even if it is dark now. Now seek truth, children. Time will tell. Time will distinguish it. Now next week, I'll explain more about my story. Thank you for watching.